Hey guys, welcome to the membership of Reborn. This is actually the first video, so I hope you really enjoy. And I'm just going to riff on this one, and I want the divine sort of presence within me to really help me to unpack and unlock what we need to get from this. So I think this week's theme, truly, I want to make I try and do monthly and weekly themes, but this week I want to make it about surrender. And surrender is one of the toughest subjects, so I think this needs to be unpacked deeply in the membership here, because I want you to get your notepads out and start learning, because surrender is such a peaceful and harmonious thing to do. You see, surrender is talked about a lot. I like to call it divine indifference. And two of my favourite older teachers there, Neville Goddard and Joseph Murphy, really speak about this. Divine indifference, what is that? I think it's the key to surrender. And we're going to talk about that now. So the key to surrender is this. Surrender isn't really the most challenging thing. It is an acceptance that an acceptance in the faith that we have, that we are guided. You know, surrender, letting go, it is that trust that there is a natural law in this universe that is guiding, harmonizing to everything. And if you think about this, there is a harmony in life. I speak about this all the time. There's a harmony in nature. There's harmony in the universe. There's laws in the universe. All of that comes together to allow existence to actually be here. You know, allow us to be here. So there's a harmony to things. So when you surrender, you're actually really harmonizing to that aspect of life, and divine indifference is that. So let's go deep, let's unpack divine indifference. Indifference in itself is just, I have no feeling towards it. You know, I have no feeling towards whether this happens or not. Why is that divine indifference so powerful then? Because divine indifference means that there is no feeling towards the external outcome, the external reality of life. You see, you may be dealing with a problem at the moment, and you'll come to me with a problem and say, look, you know, here's the thing, I'm so in debt, I have no way of paying it, I'm so frightened, I feel alone, scared, I don't know what to do. Or you could be, I'm very ill, this is happening, da da da. And I could just say to you, sweet loves, just surrender. Just surrender, my darlings, or my friend, or whatever. And you'll be like, what the hell, man, that's so frustrating. Because I need to fix this problem. I need to make something happen here. And what we don't realize is that our true creative nature is through divinity. And divinity doesn't struggle. Divinity doesn't force. Divinity doesn't push. It doesn't strive. It is, and as always is, and always will be. So that means that everything that has ever been thought of, created, and everything, it already exists. Everything that is and ever will be already exists. So to be divinely indifferent to the issue that you have means that you have no resistance against it. Think of surrender as letting go of resistance. And like, put it this way, right? What are race cars always trying to do? They're trying to become aerodynamic. They're trying to think of better tires. They're trying to think just to take the resistance so they can get that little bit quicker going. You see, the driver isn't really doing anything different. They're taking the resistance out of the machine. They are removing all of that out of the machine, you see. So we have to see ourselves as that. We are a being, we are an energetic being that is expressing in a physical way. And the deep dive into that is that everything underneath it is energy. And it is then vibrating at a certain frequency to bring it into matter. That means then that everything that I could ever want, because energy can't be created or destroyed, already exists, vibrating at a certain frequency that hasn't quite brought it into matter just yet. So me, by forcing it, makes everything that is potential, it doesn't actually start to allow it to flow naturally into its existence. It starts to repel it. So I have to see myself as someone who my needs are already known. Abraham Hicks speaks about this really well. He says, when you have something you don't like, you've already created a rocket of desire for the thing that you want, you know? So when we talk about it like that, that means then, my friends, that our desire is already known, it's already manifest in the vortex, as Abraham Hicks would call it, the vortex or the ether, the quantum field of potential. It is there, living. So to lay the intention and then to become divinely indifferent means that I let go of all resistance. And we look at life in that way. Look at the river flowing down the hill. It finds the most harmonious way to the solution because it has no resistance, because it has no conscious fruition of its own. It lives in natural harmony with the laws of existence and creation and life. So we must then become like that water then. That means that I take away all this idea that I have to consciously create this. And it just means that I have to live in the state of being, of the harmony of my thing that I am intended to do. So I will surrender truly, and I'm going to surrender to that divine indifference within me. So that means then that I want to break down divine indifference. Divine, the be-all that is, has and was and always will be energy. And the indifference is the letting go of resistance. So divine indifference is the true form of surrender, because I'm connecting to divinity, the giver and the gift, which means that everything. But the indifference means that I am wise enough to realize that I don't need to control anything. I'm indifferent to it. So I may intend to own my country home, and I'm gonna do this in a vlog, because I'm gonna write down over the next 6 months some creations that I want, and I'm gonna use surrender, divine indifference, and everything I teach to bring those to fruition. And you guys can come along the journey and see if how it goes, and I will tell you my pitfalls and my challenges. Okay, so but anyway, again, just reflecting on that. So the intention's done. Once I've intended it, it is done in that aspect of things. So now it is about me just aligning my energy to that. So how do I do that? Well, the truth is that nothing in this universe works hard to be what it is. The sun doesn't work hard to shine. The tree doesn't work hard to be a tree. So when I intend to be something wealthy, I don't need to work at that. I need to align to that. And aligning to that means that I'm going to be guided in a certain way to get to that end result if I let go. Now, we have been taught the opposite, that you can physically make something happen, and yes, you can. And I have done this many times, but what tends to happen when I physically, forcibly do things is that I come up against so many challenges, or it goes inevitably wrong. When I let go and surrender and don't force, push or strive too hard, I actually let God carry me to that. It's that whole thing of, I was walking through the sand and I looked down, there was only one set of footprints, but I realized God wasn't walking with me, he was carrying me. And I love that idea because I'm being carried to the future. So when I've laid that intention and I fully let go of the need to know how and when, I am divinely indifferent. And again, you can use this with your problems. You can surrender to your problems. You have a health condition. You emotionally are attached to that health condition, you see. So to decide to surrender to the truth of life and become divinely indifferent about it, it means that you're overcoming your emotional connection to it, your emotional response. Because where we add emotion, we add energy, and where we add energy, we create. So I do not want to have an emotional response to everything coming out of me at life. So when I'm going towards that end goal of the country home, I don't want to always emotionally respond when a hurdle comes up. Instead, I want to be indifferent, because I know that the intention is already done, and I know that God is the giver and the gift, and what ye ask for in prayer and believe is already yours, that shall be. So then that means that I don't need to worry about the hows, whens and whys. I need to be indifferent to when they come. So surrender is about actually becoming the master of your emotions and not really letting life have a huge effect on you. Even the most mystic yogis can't help but have some kind of desire, because desire is a divine energy too. So I want to tell you this is the key. Just work with those emotional reactions and know that your main goal is to become divinely indifferent. What is divine indifference at its core? Peace, harmony, and joy. I hope this video was helpful. Loved. Thank you so much, members, for joining, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Take care.